Imagine calling 911 to report a double murder, and then being charged with committing the crime yourself. That is exactly what prosecutors allege happened in one of Georgia's most shocking and controversial cases of recent years. This is the story of Sara Grace Patrick, a 17-year-old who went from grieving daughter to accused double murderer. On February 20, 2025, Carroll County deputies responded to a frightening scene in a home on Tyus Road, Carrollton, Georgia. Inside, a mother and stepfather lay dead, each with multiple gunshot wounds. Their bodies were discovered by a young child who then alerted her older half-sister. That sister, 17-year-old Sara Grace Patrick, placed the 911 call that began the investigation. Kristen Brock, 41, and James Brock, 45, were found shot to death in their bed. No signs of forced entry were reported, and nothing appeared to have been stolen from the house. Investigators say they arrived after receiving the call from Patrick, whose young sister had just found the victims. Although Patrick initially appeared to be a grieving daughter, the case quickly took a dramatic turn. After months of investigation, the Carroll County Sheriff's Office, with help from state and federal agencies, said they had gathered mountains of physical and digital evidence. On July 8, 2025, Patrick voluntarily surrendered to law enforcement and was charged as an adult with 2 counts of murder and 2 counts of aggravated assault. Authorities allege she was responsible for the shootings. However, law enforcement has not publicly revealed all details of the evidence, and the murder weapon has not been publicly located. Because of the severity of the charges, a judge ruled that Patrick would remain in custody without bond. The trial has been officially scheduled to begin on January 5, 2026 in Carroll County. Both prosecution and defense are preparing their cases, and the defense has requested a neuropsychological evaluation that may influence proceedings. This case has captivated the nation because of its unusual circumstances. A daughter calling 911, months of investigation before an arrest, and intense public debate. As the trial unfolds in January 2026, the evidence presented and legal arguments made could have major implications, not just for Sara Grace Patrick, but for how serious crimes involving minors are handled in the justice system. Stay tuned for updates, and remember, every detail released in court will shape the final verdict.